All right, it's not normal for me to start off my nightly watch list with the ETF for oil, but I'm doing that today because USO, um, big volume today, so it kind of looks like maybe a double bottom. And the SPY has been following oil pretty closely. The SPY looks somewhat similar, a very nice bounce off that 181 area this morning. Again, got down to 181.09, actually a little lower than that in pre-market, and nice volume today. So we'll see if oil and the SPY are trying to double bottom here. Here's a list I've come up with for stocks to watch tomorrow, which the folks in chat reminded me today that the market is closed on Monday. I didn't even realize that. So 3-day weekend. All right. But here we go for Friday. Some bounce plays to start off. OKS, 4 or 5 days down in a row into recent lows. That's a good setup for a potential bounce. Solar City, SCTY. Again, no trades in this one today, but lower this goes, the more I like it for a potential bounce. Should get a nice bounce one of these days, so let's keep that one on watch. Same thing with RUN, another solar that has just been decimated. Want to watch that one for a bounce. SIEN, just another down day today. No trades in it today. Again, I just had it on bounce watch. It just keeps continuing lower. I don't really have anything to watch other than a bounce one of these days. I had good news about 4 days ago and selling ever since. So this one is set up for a decent bounce one of these days. No trades in it today. FDC, same thing. No trades in this one today, but it's on watch for tomorrow. Getting ahead of itself. A lot of these are just oversold bounce plays. BECN, same thing. I like it off these like early October lows, right around 32 bucks. I've got a line there. If we can get down below 32, I'll be looking for a reversal. An example of that would be SEP from today. This is not on watch for tomorrow, but when this got down, see all these little bottoming tails right below 40? This one, when it started to get intraday shape, excuse me, I got a bad throat today. Intraday shape, what I call shape, which just means shape change, right? If you look at the trajectory of the candles, these are 5-minute candles, and then you started to get a shape change, trajectory change, if you will, big volume, and to that 40 area, that's a great place to look for a reversal. I did put this on the radar in the chat room, but afternoons, I don't really trade afternoons very often, but that one gave a beautiful reversal right after it got below 40 again. So put that on the radar, but didn't make an official call, and actually did not trade that one myself. I'd already had my daily goal in the bank. So, but that's a good example when you see me put something like a BECN on watch, and it's straight down after the gap up. I really like it. If it gets below 32, I'll be looking just like that chart I just showed you. Okay. CERS, another one, gapped up on good news 3 sessions ago and got decimated ever since. It's nearing this 5 support. I'd like to see a flush below 5, and I'll be looking for a bounce if that happens. NYMX, just another quiet inside day, so that one's setting up for a possible follow through to this big pop 3 sessions ago. NAT, now this one, excuse me, this one I had on bounce watch for today. And it gave a nice pop. I never caught it. In the early morning, I'm looking for, I'm focused on my morning gap playlist, all right? And so when something that I had on bounce watch just takes off straight out of the gate, a lot of times I'll miss it. I don't mind, though, because I was focused on Tesla here at 151.50. Right about here is where I called it long, looking for it to go through the open and through the high of the day. And it went up from 151.50 to 163.26, so I can't complain. But I did miss some others at the time. I always focus on gappers in the opening 10 minutes or so. All right, so that was NAT. So ERLS. This one's kind of interesting to me. It bounced at support right here in this area, and it bounced off of it again. Had a nice candle today. I think they've got earnings coming out in about a week. The headline says ERLS International to report third quarter results on February 17th. That came out today, that news, after the bell. So maybe they're anticipating, this is a really beaten up stock. This thing was $38, and even just as recently as October was in $33 area and just got decimated. But coming off of decent support again. So let's look for a follow-through day on this one tomorrow. There's 15-minute candles. So that one's on long watch, all right? That one might run between now and earnings. VIAB, there's another example of one I had on bounce watch today. Didn't catch a trade in it. Although, to be fair, I did mention to everybody, Let me go to 2-minute candles. I didn't take this trade, but I did mention to everybody, hey, Viacom and somebody else, I can't remember, I think it was Jody in the chat room, or I can't remember who it was, put this on my radar as it started to come up and said, hey, this VIAB might meet our gap down bounce play setup. We already had it on bounce watch. If it comes back up through the open, it meets our entry parameters. For me, it had fallen kind of far to take it all the way back up here because then it had to run too far. But it did work. If anyone took it through the open, stop would have had to be pretty wide though, and I'm not generally comfortable with something like that. But anyway, I had that on watch for tomorrow again because I like the bounce. I like the green candle and certainly has some more room to bounce. So that one's on long watch. DDD gapped up today on earnings. Never went anywhere, but closed. Let's go to 5-minute candles here. Closed kind of strong. I don't really have a catalyst price on this one, but I want to watch it just because it had earnings today. I want to watch it and see if maybe it catches fire tomorrow. We'll see. And then RKUS had this big pop yesterday and then a quiet inside day, but closed above its open today, watching for a potential long. And that one, we'll also be looking for gappers in the morning. I'm going to leave it at that because I'm about to lose my voice, and we'll see you tomorrow.